If you just don't think about it, it will happen. Have you tried going on holiday? Have you tried relaxing? Have you tried pineapple juice? All these phrases are so annoying to hear for anyone who has gone through infertility. I'm going to discuss what not to say to anyone who's gone through infertility. If you know someone who's doing IVF or is struggling to conceive, most likely they are financially, mentally, and physically exhausted and drained. So a lot of people don't know what to say when someone tells them they're struggling to conceive or they're going through IVF. Sometimes they just find a lot of filler words to say, and they don't know that one comment or one remark might send them into a loop of sadness or a spiral of depression. So please be kind with your words and choose what to say. People going through infertility are experiencing what is commonly known as disenfranchised grief. Disenfranchised grief is a type of sadness where it's not openly validated or acknowledged by society. So examples of this would be going through IVF, struggling to conceive, having one or recurrent miscarriages. It's a sense of sadness about the loss of the life you thought you'd had or the potential life you thought you could have, but it's not happening. It's a loss of something that doesn't exist, like physically exists, and it's very hard for society to acknowledge and validate this sense of grief. So the worst thing you could say to anyone going through IVF or struggling with infertility is any sentence that starts with at least. Oh, at least you're young, you've got plenty of time, or at least you're doing IVF, or at least you have a child already, or at least you know you can get pregnant, or at least you can try again. They're very insensitive and invalidating comments. Any sentence that begins with just is also infuriating. Just relax. Just don't think about it. Just go on holiday, just adopt. Just adopt is the worst one. The other sentences that most people find annoying are, I know someone who went to this doctor and tried this. I know someone who had 1 million cycles of IVF and then worked out for them in the end. It doesn't really help. One person's success story doesn't guarantee that this person will also have success. Have you tried comments are also quite annoying. Have you tried pineapple juice? Have you tried acupuncture? Have you tried this doctor? Most likely, they've tried everything under the sun, so these comments are totally useless. The worst one is everything happens for a reason. It's just like the nail in the coffin. Don't ever say that, because it just makes people feel that, everyone can have kids except you. There must be a reason. So I've been through miscarriages and IVF. I had such a rough time with it, and I used to get so confused because I've been through like a lot of bad stuff in my life, but I found the infertility struggles were the worst. I was kind of analysing to see why it affected me so much, and I think it's the lack of control. There's so much lack of control with infertility. It doesn't matter how much money you throw at the problem, how many cycles you do, what you eat, blah, blah, blah. Like, it all helps, but there's nothing that guarantees 100% a take-home baby. It was just like the lack of control that really got to me, and I really struggled with it. Like, if you broke a leg and you wanted to walk again, you just do physiotherapy and you get better. If you're in a bad relationship or a crappy job, you just quit or get out, and there's some sense of control, some sense of agency you could do, but there's none of that with fertility. So it's so hard to deal with that. There's so much uncertainty. It's really tough. So things you could say are, I'm so sorry you're going through this. I'm here if you want to talk about it. Just regularly calling, checking up, because the longer people go through IVF or the more miscarriages someone has, a lot of people experience that people's concern or care about them tends to decrease with time, and it's kind of sad because that's when they need people the most. So you could also say something like, this sucks and it's unfair, I'm here for you. I know it's not your fault, because a lot of women especially, they tend to blame themselves for fertility struggles. You could also say, you don't have to be alone this weekend. Hey, do you want to do something? And then go out and go bowling, go to the cinema, do something like that. And most importantly is always thank them for sharing that with you. It's so hard to confide with your friends and family that you're struggling to conceive. So that also really helps as well. So let me know if you found this helpful. I really hope it helps. And if you do actually want to talk or have struggled with fertility, please let me know. Send me a DM, follow my Instagram, all that kind of jazz, and let me know if I can help. And if you think you know anyone that might find this helpful, please share. And because I'm new to YouTube, can you subscribe and like and comment and do all that stuff that people who are more nuanced in this tell you to do at the end of the video. So thank you for watching me, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.